Okay, welcome back. And today's lesson is very simple. Most of the tasks will be done by yourself because as you can see from the syllabus. So we have 2 weeks remaining before the end of the semester. So this is today, and the date is from June 14th and June 21st. So basically we have 2 weeks left. So this is 21st. We have oops, sorry, wrong. Stupid. Sorry, my bad. Let me pop out the syllabus for for this class. Okay, here is our syllabus for this class. And let's move down to here. For the last 2 weeks, we have this one and this. So basically what we are going to do is very simple. I will give you time to write your own paper. So I will stay here. If you have any question, you can ask me, or you can ask your team leaders. I believe that they will be more than happy to help you. And it's very important for you to set the time for yourself to fully prepare for the writing, or otherwise it will be very difficult for you to have a very decent paper that you can submit for this semester, and you call it as a term paper. So let me give you some examples, 2 examples of the term paper, and I will tell you how to identify them and how to prepare a good article for yourself. Okay, let me do this. So let's see this one. First one. Let's see. Okay. So let's take a look about this one. This is one of the paper written by your previous alumni. So you can see the whole paper here looks so fine. And let's scroll down. It has a very good title, The Benefit of Attending Boarding School for High School Students. So this is the title, right? And all the credentials are here. And we'll move down the spaceline arranged properly, and there are footnotes here. And
Professor, we cannot see the screen.
We cannot see the screen. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to share. Let me do that one more time. Thank you for your reminding. So let's take a look at this one. So I'll give you, when we write our essay, we have to follow the evaluation table, which I told you last week. And it is the last few pages of your handbook, workshop handbook. So you have to follow all the criteria there. And now I'm just going to give you 2 examples. And let's take a look at the first. So you see there are credentials here, right? So it's proper. And the title name is the benefit of attending boarding school for high school students, and so on. So let's move down. You can see there's a hook for this one, and there's a thesis statement. Let's see. This is a thesis statement. Did you see this? So in particular, this boarding school can have 3 benefits for high school students. 1, providing them new experience, helping them to adapt to a new environment, and making them becoming more independent and ready to join the society in the future. So the first one, as you can see from here, this one is 3 benefits, providing them new experiences. So over here, this is the topic sentence for the second paragraph. So initially, Boarding school helps help the student have experience in the new place without their family around them. It's about new experience. So it's very good. And let's take a look about the next one. The next one is helping them to adapt to a new environment, right? So we can move down to here to see. Okay, new environment. Wow, that's a very corresponding. As you can, this topic sentence relate to the helping them to adapt to a new environment and making them becoming more independent and ready to join the society in the future. Well, so in the next paragraph, we would expect that the author would do something about this one, right? Making them becoming more independent and ready to join the society. So let's see if it is following with the same logic. So look here. Last but not least, it helps students become independent and ready to join the society in the future. Well, the three topic sentences are corresponding to the three main points that he or she wanted to argue. So that's good. So let's move up to the conclusion. So consequently, there's a conclusion here. It seems very decent, very good. Logical flow is clear. So look here, all the citations here, and the citations are here. The footnotes are here, and let's look at the references too. So the references are following the Arabian style, so it seems fine too, right? So this is one of the essay. And the next one, let's see, to take a look at this one. The other one is immigrants' contribution to their host country. So nowadays, let's look at this. This one has some flow. Look here. It's okay over here, and I changed. Previously, she wrote a question here, so I changed a bit to a phrase. So immigrants' contribution to their host country is a proper one. Previously, she wrote a title like "Are immigrants helpful to the economy of their host country?" with a question mark. Well, normally we do not use a question or a statement to become the title, so I changed it a little bit. And let's look at this one. So nowadays, this one you can see there are some grammatical errors here, right? But it's okay. But let's take a look about this one. For example, the share of immigrants in blah blah blah. This one, the grammar is wrong, but it's okay. But look at here. Normally, this line should be connected to here, right? You cannot just separate it into two different sections. And let's look here, and let's move down over. You can see the notes are there. So decent. The notes are there, and all of these are here, and it seems that there are a lot of notes. Did you see this one? Yeah, there are notes for this one. There are notes, and let's look at here. There are notes here, and the notes here, and also the references are here. On its facial value, it seems not so bad. It's okay because when I say it's okay, is that she followed all the protocol of writing a term paper with the proper references, with endnote, using endnote to provide the footnotes here. But here comes a very critical issue, is that is, when we say we want to have a paper, we want to write an essay, you have to follow all the academic integrity to write this one. So let's take a look about how the authenticate talk about these two essays. It's very important. Okay, this is the first essay. When I put into the authenticate, and you can see there is no mark for plagiarism, because the student has dutifully followed all the protocol required. You can see there's a number here, right? And it indicate This one is from this source. So there's no problem. And let's look at this. The only slight flow of this writing is only this one. You can see environment may positively develop use through long-term relationship with voting self. Actually, this phrase is a direct quote. So she has made some mistake for this one. Basically, it has to put a quotation mark on in between. Identify the number of the pages. So this is the only flow for this paper. That is good enough too, right? Good enough. And footnotes and citation and the references is good. It's okay. But the next one, let's take a look at the next one. The next one, apparently, as you can see from here, these are direct quotes from some other source, right? And let's move down to the other part. Did you see? Oh, this starting from here to here. Well, it's all depend on how you look at about this one. The whole sections are from a passage from another article, basically. Although he dutifully identified the number here, but as you can see from here, this one starting from here, word to word, phrase to phrase, sentence to sentences, and this is complete plagiarism. And no doubt, this student failed. So even though on its face value, you have provided notes and you have provided references, so just following all the protocol. But the problem is here, you can see the whole paragraph, this one paragraph actually came from some other source, not from yourself. Okay, and this is a very serious problem. So for now, you have to keep in mind, when we say that keep your own academic integrity, we talk about this. This is wrong. This is wrong. Even though, let's imagine this. Even though you take a passage like this, even you just copy and pass this long of sentence without any notes, with any citation, you are still plagiarizing. So that's why I talk about it's very important, because nowadays it's very easy to catch whether you have plagiarized or not. Look at here, such a long essay. I believe that she has tried a lot of efforts on producing a term paper like this, but this is one problem, very serious. So don't do this, don't do this. And now I'm going to tell you what you can do to improve the odds of not to plagiarize from any source. Of course, you have to learn the proper way of citation. You always need to mark the boundaries. And also during the 2 weeks of the writing in the class, I will allow you to write your essay. And if you want me to double check whether you have plagiarized, the doubts of being plagiarized, you want to avoid that, you can send me your draft. You can send me your draft in our night group, and I will collect all the group one time. And I will collect all the group one time, all the essays one time, and process that will thoroughly authenticate and reply and return that to you, so that you can make some comparison to see what are the problems you may have, and then you can revise and make some necessary changes before you submit your final term paper. So this will what I'm going to do for you. So I encourage you to write with your own ideas and use evidences from the literature to support your thought. And other than that, once you have a draft, you can send the draft onto our night group. And as I told you, I will I will collect all the drafts by the end of today, and I will collect them and put them into the authenticate and check whether they have plagiarism or not, and send the copy back to you. So give you some idea how can you improve your own writing. Okay, so any questions so far? Anyone has a question?
Professor,
Yes.
when is the last time that we can give our draft?
Uh, if you give your draft to me, and today, because I'm going to collect all of the drafts today, and I will combine them into one file and put them into authenticate, and I will run the plagiarism check, and I think that it will be able to return to all of you by sometime tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a way to help you. I know everyone is trying very hard to produce your own essay, but to avoid plagiarism is a very important issue for you to think. And this software is a helping software, not some kind of auditing auditing software. No, it's not like that. It's just to help you. So if you give me the draft today, I will run the program by the end of the day today, and possibly I could give them back to you individually. Okay, so hope that you can use this service properly. And remember, the due date for this term paper is, as I say, is here. So the term paper is due by midnight, June 21st, 2022. That is next Tuesday, right? So you have 2 weeks of the time to finalize your paper. And remember, you have to, other than careful for the academic integrity, as I point out here, normally, how can you make sure your logical flow is clear? Well, you should have a topic sentence. I'm sorry, you must have a thesis statement. And inside the thesis statement, as I require you, you must provide for this term paper only. Don't abuse it just for this one. Providing for this one, there are 3 different main idea, right? So these are the 3 major points that the author wants to talk about why boarding school is beneficial to students. So 1, 2, 3. As I say, this one is the first one, right? And you can see, wow, so cool. We can see the corresponding topic for this one. And the next one has another paragraph. And the last one has another paragraph. So they are corresponding. So basically, we have a thesis statement. And I ask you only to provide 3 body paragraphs. It's for practice purpose. It does not mean in the future you're always writing this way. No, it's not quite. But for this one, you can have a longer essay in the future. For example, for our graduation project, you need to write about 60 to 80 pages. So that's a lot, right? But the structure, the logical flow is always about the same. So now you are only use a very mini scale of term paper to learn the different skills of writing your paper. That is good enough. Okay. So look here, the thesis statement and 3 points with 3 topic sentences and with the conclusion paragraph by the end, and with all the proper notes and citation and so on, right? So that's what we are trying to have to learn for this semester. So now I will give the time to you and your leaders to organize. I hope that all the leaders can continue your conversation dialogues with your team members in this one and next hours, next class. So still we have 6 hours left for this semester. And with your encouragement and your help for your team members, they could produce a much better papers than they would expect. So they are up to you. And I will stay here. I will stay here. And you are all the members, all the team. You just organize your own discussion panel, and you can help them to write, to talk, to exchange idea. Just make sure you have a very clear structure of your writing, and also you have notes, you have a bibliography, and also you do not plagiarize. Okay, and try something to challenge yourself. Okay, so I'm going to end now, and you could have your draft sent to me by post them onto our night group, and I will collect all of them and run the authenticate tonight, and then I will return the paper back to you one by one. Okay, so good luck for your writing, and if you have any question, you are welcome to ask me anytime. Okay, now go ahead and write yourself.